So we're sitting down here with Tony Silva of the Brothers, and we're gonna have a serious conversation this time.
Oh, we are.
Oh, I don't know, up to you.
Yeah, shoot.
So what are some of the things that you've experienced in pro for running, for just overall health and wellness and everything over the past, it's been about 1.5 years, I think.
Yeah, we're going on 2 years, and wow, we should have wrote a journal for this thing, you know, where my journey has taken me up into this point. I mean, for the viewers, just so that you guys understand, I've been coming for 1.5 years, but really I started coming because of a few ailments. I was almost 250 pounds, about 247 to be exact. That's without the clothes on. Don't get a visual on that. I know a lot of people are starting to upchuck right now. I apologize. I started running. I started walking, then jogging, then running. And as I started to engage a little bit more in the exercising, I noticed certain ligaments, muscles started to irritate me. And then I came over to Pro to help correct some of that. And that's when I found out about nutrition. I found out that as we get older and we put on more weight, certain muscles tend to turn off, and as they turn off, other muscles are doing the job that all the muscles should be doing equally.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, and I think that's a big thing for you, because it started with, you do have a minor meniscus tear.
I got a meniscus tear, but no surgery.
Yes.
I rehabbed it, stronger than it's ever been.
Yes.
So.
And you know, a lot of times when you experience that pain, that's when the compensation creeps in. Or vice versa. You could have had the compensations that started to irritate the knee more.
That's a good word, compensation, because a lot of you are thinking that, especially for those of you that recently went on strike at Sheraton, and now you got what you wanted, and so you got the one job mentality. What does that have to do with working out? Absolutely nothing. You just want to make sure you're paying attention, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Compensation, overcompensating for the different muscle groups in your legs, your shoulders, your chest. Yeah, creeps in, and then before you know it, you're like, wow, what's going on? How come I have this lower back pain? How come I've been walking around over here, Sheraton, Waikiki, and my back is sore. I'm holding the sign for 10 hours. They don't want to pay us. That's when these little things start to creep in.
Yes.
I'm telling you what, though, because of what I learned in the last 1.5 years, it's affected the way I train, affected the way I now know how to turn on certain muscle groups that I didn't know how to before. But then I was talking to Andrew over here. Regardless if you're too heavy or you start to lose the weight and you start to become overconfident in your training, and then you over train and then you get injured again.
Yeah, and then again you're in that same boat. You know, we got to get everything to move better, get everything to work together, be more balanced, and all of these kind of things. And oftentimes it does get overlooked, which gets you in that kind of vicious circle of, you know, you experience more pain, more compensation, you get stiffer, you cannot do the activities that you're doing now mentally, you know, all of these other things are coming into play. Yes.
And so, I mean, I realize, like, I have friends that I run with. I belong to a runners group, and it's no secret. I've been running the past 1.5 years, 2 years. And there's some people, they run a certain pace and they haven't changed that pace for years. They've been running this pace 5, 10 years, same pace. They haven't gained weight, they haven't lost weight, and they're comfortable. They're healthy for the most part. But then there's people like myself who want to overachieve or do better in the next marathon. In my case, I'm trying to get to Boston. You got to qualify for Boston. You got to hit a certain time before they say, hey, we want to invite you. So in that sense, if that's you and you're trying to get better, you're trying to get a little more fit, you're trying to lift a little bit more than just a bag of groceries, then as you start to think bigger, I think you need to learn about your body. That's what Performance Rehab Ortho has done for me. And that's why I still come. I still come once a week whenever I can get over here, and I still want to be able to engage the different muscles throughout my body. It's been 1.5 years, but I tell you what, I'm still learning about different things that my body can and cannot do. I know it doesn't look like, but at 22 years old. So
yeah, 22 years old. Yeah.
52. 52 years old, man. So, yeah.
And I think you're noticing it too. You're getting in better and better shape.
Absolutely.
And what people need to kind of understand is that, there's certain things that come with age and certain things that we need to be maybe more cognizant of. But when we talk about performance and injury prevention, they're really the same thing. Because like you said, to actually improve more, not stay stagnant at your level, you need to be more efficient and need to start to tune up things. The more that you become more efficient, guess what? Your injury risk starts to go down because you're moving better.
This is good because as a runner, you want to be as efficient as possible. You don't want to be flailing all over the place. And this is transferred over to every single sport, from football, basketball, baseball. They want to be efficient in their moves. They don't want to waste moves, whether you're cutting or doing a jump shot. Wow, how's that? That's pretty good. Like that. You know, just even doing that. Like at one point, my shoulder would go out of whack. I'd have to pull my arm. No, seriously, pull my arm. Now pull my finger down. Just kidding. You know what I mean?
Oh man, this is good. Oh man.
Sorry, Greg. I didn't. Yeah, it's all good. But, I had cabbage and Kahlua pig for lunch.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But no, I mean, seriously, the efficiency of what it is that I do is very important. So I don't want to, my gait, when you talk about your gait, your stride length, you don't want to overdo it because then certain injuries will start to creep in. But as I get more fit, my stride length lengthens. Now I can go farther and faster, and slowly but surely you become more efficient in what it is that you're doing. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever sport.
Explain kind of your process through that first year, because what was the marathon that the Honolulu marathon time? What did you get in 2017?
So first year was 6 hours 20 minutes.
Good.
You can walk that pace, by the way.
Not everybody can walk that pace. And then 1 year later, through the training, what was your time?
Yeah, and then I ended with a 5:39.
Yes, that's, for people that don't know, that's a tremendous improvement in 1 year span. And it took a lot of hard work, a lot of training, a lot of just tuning up your body, and then of course making you train throughout the year. So what was that process like for you?
No, the process was better because now I started to eat better, nutrition, and I started to train more efficiently. Still was at about 3 days a week. I wasn't more than that. And then as I started to train efficiently, times got better. And then my third marathon, I was trying to break 5 hours. I ended up with a 5:01. To qualify for Boston, you got to get a 3:25, which I'm en route to do. Doesn't seem like it's possible. But as long as I stay on this regimen here, as I work out and slowly start to do the different things as far as eating, and we'll get to nutrition on our next one, but just the whole getting fit and working out, learning about your body, I think you owe it to yourselves, if you are serious, that start off slow. If you need professional help, you can call somebody like Andrew over here and just come in for a visit. I mean, they'd be happy to take a look. I mean, they check out your ligaments, your flexibility. Flexibility is a huge thing in any type of sport. And then they just kind of analyze you and take it from there. Take it from wherever you're at in your fitness level, and then go from there. Because I mean, kids come in here, professional athletes come in here, and just people every day that just want to, you know, live a quality life. They want to be able to go up a flight of 10 stairs, or carry a bag of groceries without any pain. You know, that's what these guys do, and that's what they've done for me. Yes, I can carry my own groceries. I'm very proud of that. And my granddaughter and my grandson, very at the same time. Believe it. Believe it.
A big part of what we deal with is a lot of knees, hips, and lower body stuff. And one of the big contributing factors to all of that stress that's going into your joints is just your overall body weight. And I think we don't realize sometimes how much of an effect that is. I mean, think about it. You were about 40 pounds heavier, right? 30-40 pounds heavier. If I told you walk the rest of the day carrying this 45-pound plate around, you're going to be exhausted by the end of the day.
No, you don't have to tell me, because I already did the assignment. I did a 25-pound backpack on a 2-mile jog.
Oh, man.
And not only could I not last the 2 miles, meaning it was just so much pain on my ligaments and my knees. I was thinking, how did I do the marathon? Because I was at like 240, 241, 242 when I did the first marathon. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
The stress that you put on your body on a day-to-day basis, regardless of your weight. If you know you're overweight, you're overweight. But that stress that you put on your ligaments, your joints, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, your vertebrae.
Your spine.
Your spine. Thank you for correcting me. Is it vertebrae?
It's vertebrae.
Vertebrae.
Yes.
See, I didn't take that class, man. I flunked out on that class. Actually, I got a D-, but I passed.
What you passed?
Biology on the frog had nothing to do with the human beings, but I love the frog, though. Yeah. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, regardless of where you're at, you gotta start.
Yes.
I tell my friend, just start. One day, go walking.
Yes.
If you can only walk for 10 minutes, then fine. Do the 10 minutes. Next day, 15. And build from there. But as your mind takes over, this is where pro comes in. You're going to get to a point where it's like, I got this. 10K, diamond head. I'm going to run it. And then you're in trouble because your mind overcompensates for everything. That's where we get in trouble. And sometimes you get into trouble. That's where you got to get a program into place.
Yes.
See, Andrew can't be with me 7 days a week, but his philosophy and his training is with me day in and day out. So I do a 15-20 minute warm-up where I turn on different muscles in my lower extremities. It works for me. Everybody's different.
Yes.
You know, you got to find out what works for you, because what I do for me might not work for you, but you got to find out what muscles are off.
Yes.
And how to turn it back on.
That's very interesting. What works for you may not work for other people because everyone moves differently.
That's right.
Everyone has different jobs, different activity levels, you know, all of these things that the corrections are going to be specific to you, but the concepts are the same. We want the right muscles to do the job. We want everything to be coordinated. We want you to be able to do that activity safely. You have to be conditioned. You have to have the strength, all of these other things. And that's, I think, what you've experienced over the past year is just understanding your body. And that's what keeps you progressing, doing better, doing more. Yes.
And it's just not just about the individual that wants to, you know, run the Boston Marathon.
Yes.
This is, again, everyday people. I mean, I've seen people come in here all the time, you know, everyday working people.
And for the people that, you know, just need to start, I don't think there's ever the perfect time.
No.
You know, you just got to do what you can at that point in time with what you have and just start. But the bottom line is that it has to be progressive. You know, you can't just jump into something. And I think that's when we see people, unfortunately, is that they have the right intent, but maybe they don't have the right tools or right things to do, and they do too much too quickly, and before you know it, you have setback after setback after setback, and then you're dealing with all these injuries that you got to address before you can even get back into exercising. So everything that you do, just do it progressively. And I mean, we're more than happy to help with all of that, to assess people, to see what they're doing, and you know, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time.
And you know, speaking of time, my time is up, so I really gotta go. But thank you, Andrew, for allowing me to interview you. Greatly appreciate it. And to all my friends here at Performance Rehab Ortho, you got to check them out, all right, guys? And we see you guys on the next episode as soon as I watch the last episode of Game of Thrones. Yeah. All right. Okay, we got to go this way. All right. No, this way. This way. There we go.
Thanks for watching. Check out my social media. Check out more YouTube videos that I have in my channel. Hit the subscribe button or like and comment below. Share these videos with family and friends, and I'll see you next time.